daily wisdom today. So let's enjoy and learning together with daily wisdom today. Okay, this slide come up, and the topic today that I would like to share with all of you is about something that very necessary and is very precious thing. The topic today is about our only real belongings. So if you observe yourself or observe everyone in this world, sometimes we have like the material thing, we have the car, we have the house, we have the boyfriend, the girlfriend, that many things in this world. So what about the real belongings that will stay with us forever during the human life? You can guess in the comments sometime. And if you see the picture, you might understand about meditation, right? The woman, she practiced stillness. The woman, she practiced meditation to close her eye and just stay with ourselves, with our body and with our mind. And sometimes when we close the eye, it can come back to take care ourselves, right? Especially take care our mind. Okay. And something that's very interesting. There are only two things that really belong to us. Number one, our mind. And number two, the point inside us. For our mind, everyone, we have our mind, right? When you stay in a different country, in the at the boat or in the somewhere in the at the mountain top, the mind will stay with us along the way. Like when you stay in Thailand and sometimes you go to New York, the same mind. No matter what the situation come, you have the same mind that stay with us. And number two, the point inside us. What is that? So let's jump to the next slide. Okay, for the mind, for our mind, this is the like the function. Everyone have the mind, and we have the concept that's very important that you might to know. Mind consists of the function, three things of the function: perception, memory, thoughts, and cognition. So it starts with the perception via the five senses. When you see, when you smell, when you touch, right? And then memory. You can imagine if right now you get older and you look back to the young age, you can connect to the some memory like when you were young. There's some memory about the good thing or sometimes the bad thing. It will stay with us forever. It will stay with us all the time. So we need to connect with the positive thing to memory, only the good thing. And then thought and cognition. So when we thought, when we have the some cognition, is come from our mind, right? It might have the concept of teaching that necessary for living a good life. If you have the clean mind, if you have the cool mind, you will see something beautiful in your life. But in the other hand, if the mind not clear, you receive the perception, the wrong perception, you keep the negative memory, you thought in the negative way. What will happen when you action, right? When you speak, when you action, when you thought, it's wrong. So why we need to keep only the pure mind? That why we need to connect to daily mind shower to clean the mind all the time. This is the reason. And then that I tell you the point inside us. If you see the slide, number 2, the point inside us is very connect with the center of the body. In the slide 4, center of the body, this is the unique or the some point that very powerful when we bring our mind back to stay at your center. Center of the body is around 2 fingers with above the navel of the navel. When or sometimes when you breathe in, and the last air or the last oxygen that will touch the center inside us. And you know, the center of our mind is can call the home for our mind. Home, you know, everyone know the home is very necessary for connect with your family, right? Connect with your family, do some activity together, or the sometimes rest. Is very necessary. And for the mind, we have the home of the mind. It can call the center of our body. If you see the picture, it's around the center of your abdomen, that you can maintain the mind, that you can keep the simple bright object, or sometimes you just maintain the feeling, the good feeling, the nice feeling at your center. And it's very powerful. All the small thing that we do it again and again, it will become it will become the habit. So when will become the habit is automatically when you speak to someone, when you do some activity, when you drive the car, when you walk, when you work, you can maintain the mind at your center to prepare your mind before you meditate. And you know, in the picture it's like it come from like the Buddha time that Prince Siddhartha he tried to practice, and he used the middle way meditation until it can reach the enlightenment one. If